What is poppin'? It is the Slapton, but a lowly Slapton riding these DeFi waves, and this is This Week in Klima DAO, where I give you all of the Klima DAO news that is fit to go ape wild over. And remember, it is lowly Slapton, not lonely Slapton, like somebody in general chat asked me this week, and I got a big kick out of that. How can you be lonely in such a space where we have so much camaraderie and friendship? And there's a very simple reason why, because this is crypto, baby, and this is Klima, baby, and we have a mission, baby, and that mission bonds us because we are here to change the very face of carbon markets. Let's get right into it. It's the last week of January. Where does the time go? 1/12 of the year vanished into the ether, never to be retrieved, but we have our memories. Let's make some more. KIP-9, this was mentioned during office hours for those who don't remember, or if you never knew at all. KIP-9 was the proposal to reduce APY rewards from 28K to 8K, a measly 8K. Sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous in the TradFi world, but hey, it is what it is. It's all relative. So the vote passed with 75% of votes. 3/4 of all people voting said they wanted the APY reduced, and they wanted the policy team to have the ability to make minor adjustments without a formal vote to keep the APY rewards around that 8,000. I will leave a link to this in the description of the video. We also have a retirement tool that was talked about during office hours. So right now, BCT can be retired for its underlying TCO2, which is a carbon credit that's on chain. It is not user friendly. It requires knowledge of smart contracts. So this retirement tool would basically create a user interface that is easy to use. So easy a lowly Slapton can use it. I just sit there and I click some buttons, or you click some buttons, and voila. You know, that's the goal. So we're going to start with BCTs, but the idea is that this will be used for multiple different kinds of carbon credits, and possibly even Klima itself. It can be retired for its underlying carbon. And the more we build out these carbon markets, the more we build utility, the more ease of use that comes with using these sorts of tools. That's good for carbon markets, on-chain carbon markets. That's good for Klima, because if we want to be the reserve currency of on-chain carbon markets, well, we need to increase demand. We need to increase usability, utility, and one way to do that is through ease of use. Let's go. We can also mention that Call Me Chelsea had a brief cameo on the office hours. Call Me Chelsea is Celine Dion's #1 fan in the world. I'm making that up, but we both enjoy Celine Dion. We were hanging out in the Climate Clubhouse voice chat, vibing out to Celine Dion this last week. So Call Me Chelsea is the first female mod, and Call Me Chelsea created the Women in Klima Discord channel to give a space to non-males to see if we can't, how do you want to put this? Maybe spur on some more female interest into Klima, because right now metrics show that it is overwhelmingly male, which there's nothing wrong with that in and of itself, but hey, it's only half of the population are male, so why not aim for another half to get involved? The more the merrier. As they say, call me Chelsea, I will call you Chelsea. Just don't call me late for dinner. That's the best joke I have. It's 4 in the morning. Cut me a break. Smart contract audit is finished. I mentioned this before. The audit was completed by Omnitia, reputable auditor. It seems like everything was good. The final audit will be published soon. It's just being reviewed by the engineering team. And then some Klima project updates. The new website is being worked on. It is close to launch. I would expect that by February. Klima gOHm, which is KIP-4. I will leave a card above my finger if you need to reinvestigate that, refresh your memory on that. We're waiting on an oracle to a Chainlink oracle to basically be working, I suppose, and then that will be going through. The potential collaboration with Klima and Goddess DAO is still being evaluated right now. We're making sure that the risk we're taking on in this partnership will be commensurate with the incentives provided in the deal. So a revised request for comment will be on the forum and published soon. And last but certainly not least is Klima is working on onboarding corporate partners on Klima Infinity. For those who don't remember, or if you never knew at all, Klima Infinity is a very exciting project in which entities, corporations can hold Klima on their books, and the offsets, carbon offsets, will be done on their behalf. This is a very, speaking of increasing utility, ease of use, things like that, this is a win-win. One, we have a institutional demand buyer, purchaser of our Klima that will likely diamond hand it. That's what we get out of the deal. What they get out of the deal is that they're able to hold Klima and have this offset done for them. And also Klima will act as, you know, if we keep building our partnerships out, will act as a carbon index, and it should it should make things more convenient for this forever old Klima. Also, Klima, if it appreciates in price, that's another added benefit to the holder of Klima. All right, so that's office hours. Penultimate thing, the second to last thing, is this Medium article was posted 6 days ago, Roots of Resilience. In it, it talks about why Klima, or how Klima, some strategies it can employ to withstand market corrections, because market corrections are a part of markets, and we need to make sure that we have options and we are prepared. And you can read this. I will link it in the description of the video. Indeed, it looks like we are prepared. We have a number of options. We also talk about some what do you want to call it, a roadmap, specific things that can be hit in January and February. I will not spoil all this. There's some juicy things, including Mobilum, a fiat to Klima on-ramp from 82.8 fiat currencies integrated with the Klima website. That is juicy news, baby. So I will leave that in the description of the video. Make sure you click on that and read through that. And last but not least, what I want to do is take a look at the Dune dashboard, the metrics on Klima, because it is the end of the month, and it would be nice to do a monthly review and compare from the last month. So if I bring up my video from a month ago, approximately a month ago, we can compare. So here you can see that the amount of Klimates, the number of wallets at this time a month ago, was 60,460. At the time of shooting of this video, it's 63,000. That is plus 3,000, which means approximately 100 new wallets onboarded every day for the last 30 days. It just keeps showing you that the Klimates keep multiplying and multiplying. If we look at the Treasury, well, if you look at the Treasury, it was 6.5 million BCT RFV. If we look today, at the time of shooting this video, it's 9.7 million carbon tons. Let's go, baby. If we look at the Treasury total carbon, it was 13.4 million. It is now 14.8 million. Let's go, baby. And the last thing I think I was looking at here was the RFV. Yes, the backing at current of carbon per Klima, it is actually decreased. Let's not go, baby. But I have to be honest, I'm going to be transparent. This has gone down from 5.85 to 4.675, and the backing therefore also went down from 39.39 to 27.33. And this is one of the reasons why the KIP-9 was proposed, and I think people voted for it, because of the nature of exponential emissions. It would require exponentially more and more bonding to get the runway to stay stable or increase. So you can already see that this runway is starting to stabilize a little bit. It is no longer going down. And to further illustrate that point, if I show you the runway itself, keep in mind that before I show you the runway itself, let's just mention that we have crossed $10 million in liquidity pool fees, meaning that as trades are executed, the liquidity pools that we own are collecting fees. We have collected $10 million. Let's go, baby. If you look at the staking, this is the runway. Runway is, if we stopped bonding now, how long, how many days would we have to put out emissions at the current APY? You can see around January 26th, 27th, there was a sharp increase, a rocket to the moon. Well, what could that coincide with? Well, none other than the passing of KIP-9, and that was the beginning of the decrease of our APY. That's why the policy team instituted it. Presumably, that's why you voted on it. You all are wonderful DAO members, whether you voted for it or against it. If you voted, you got my vote. So that's the metrics, the good, the bad, the ugly, the truth as it stands. Keep an eye out for these videos in February, because I have a feeling that as much as we got done in January, February will be just as exciting. And above all else, remember to ape responsibly, would ya? Peace, dudes and dudettes.